Hello and welcome to Everything To Guppy, the Binding of Isaac podcast that covers every character in the Binding of Isaac series of video games. My name is Gary Butterfield, and with me as always is a man who is gone, but not forgotten, Will Hughes.
Gary, how am I supposed to respond to that while being here?
It'd be a very funny intro if this was the first episode after you died.
Yeah.
And a man who is gone, but not forgotten, Will Hughes, and joining me as always, Jeremy Greer.
I've been re-listening to, the McElroy brothers do their Till Death, their annual Paul Blart podcast.
Yes.
Where one of the central jokes is that if any of them dies, they have to pick someone else. They have to have someone in place to take them over. Who is your second when you die, Gary?
For this show?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Maybe Brayton.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's a safe second, He hasn't played it Nick is a good choice as well. Nick plays the game more. Mm-hmm. Brayton has the experience.
Yeah. Okay.
So one of those two.
Sure.
How about you?
Paul Giamatti.
Oh, interesting.
I think he'd bring I think you and Paul would have a good energy. We
have some. Oh, that's your choice for my second.
No, this is the person who. No, I'm saying the two of you would interact well.
Yeah, it's still if you died though. It's not who would replace me if I die.
Oh, Gary, that's not up to me.
Yeah, that's up to a cruel and unfeeling God.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul Giamatti. It'd be fun. It would be there'd be a long season of me teaching her about the Binding of Isaac.
I mean, I would,
and him teaching me about acting.
Fuck, I'd kind of that'd be pretty good, man.
That'd be great. What a fun court mandated podcast.
Yeah, if I put something in my will, people just have to do it, right?
Yeah. Slayer rule.
Knives. It's a special day, Gary. It's a surprisingly special day.
It's the last, for now, Character Sunday. Character.
To that same old place you laughed about.
We completed a segment, kind of, at least until Repentance comes out.
We have so many more trinkets to go.
So many, like 100.
Bosses will be next.
Yeah.
We don't have that many more bosses to go, even though we do have to talk about the horsemen and stuff. There's quite a few bosses still.
But
all the sins.
But characters,
we're out.
And hey, folks, we got a twofer for you today.
We're going out with a bang.
We're going out with maybe my favorite character. So
this is a great character. I'm so glad that they redeemed themselves.
It's
I like.
Yeah, I want to get into that a little bit later, I think. But
yeah.
Okay. The redemption aspect.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will. You can direct the episode. I won't talk about the thing I was going to extemporaneously bring up. Let me refer to the notes. Okay. Now that I see them, yes, we should do that later.
Gary, we have for once in this fucking show, we have a thing to talk about. We actually get to be for half a second. We get to be smart Gary and smart Will.
We could be heroes. Yeah. The Forgotten, baby.
Fuck you.
What? Why? I was going back to the thing and I wasn't talking about how it's a redemption. I did what you wanted.
Yeah, but you didn't do it in the way that I wanted.
Oh, okay. You didn't do it soon enough.
I'm your boyfriend.
Oh.
I want you to want the thing I want.
Yeah. On this episode, a bad boyfriend.
That's pretty much
the Bad Boyfriend podcast.
Oh
man. The Forgotten.
And the Soul.
What the?
Two
characters in one? Is this Jacob and Esau? No,
this is fun.
This is The Forgotten. Is it Jacob and Esau is fun? It's just hard. I can't wait to play more of that. It is bonkers. Yeah. I think this is the closest that Edmund Macmillan has gotten to matching that kind of weird, wild, creative energy that is in that mod.
Yes.
If, we talked about Anti-Birth before. It came out right after Afterbirth. Afterbirth was a comparative disappointment. Anti-Birth came out and is just really wild and creative. The other character, Bethany, in that is really interesting and creative.
I like Bethany a lot.
Yeah. This character, it felt like Edmund was resting on his laurels, and he went and totally did this. It's not a redemption. We're not to that part of the notes yet.
I mean, we are to that part of the notes yet.
Oh, okay. This he redeemed himself. This is really creative.
We're actually we're now past
creative.
the redemption part of the notes.
Fuck. I'll never be right enough for you, boyfriend. So creative.
It's really creative. It's like Afterbirth plus kind of a wet fart.
Yep.
Both in terms of the character and just the general offerings. I know you like Apollyon more than I do.
Yep. But he's not wildly creative.
No.
He's no Lilith.
And then this just shows up in a content pack.
Yep. The content packs, which are weird little like, hey, we're not actually done. Here's every couple of months you get like 3 items and a trinket. But this guy shows up. We have to start actually talking about him, and there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So the basic concept of this, man, there's so much to fucking talk about.
It's a lot, yeah.
I'm dying. Okay, so you start off as a skeleton form.
Gary, can we
of
take
this
a second?
character. Yeah.
Hey, Gary.
Let's slow it down.
Yeah, there was some hostile energy in the first half of the show, and I don't want to name names about who might have or might not have brought it to the show.
Was it Viginti?
It was Viginti.
Yeah.
Fucking Viginti.
Yeah.
Gary, I have perfect faith in you to explain this character and to make it fun and interesting for the listener. You're one of my best friends in the world. And
I have
despite
perfect
your
faith in you
despite your personality failings, I think you do a really good job on the show.
Thank you.
And I don't think I say that enough, especially the parts about your personal failings.
Thank you. You do say it a lot, but you could probably stand to say it more.
Are you fucking criticizing me?
Yeah, it's one of my failings.
You fucker.
It's one of my failings.
Fuck you.
We know what failings I have, and I have to embody them.
Can you tell Gary?
Mom, can you give me another pair of panties? That's you.
You know what, Gary? I'll say it every day of my goddamn life. You're tough, but you're fucking fair.
Fuck. Skeleton
and Ghost.
Skeleton Ghost, you are the skeleton most of the time, and we will talk about his health mechanic. It's unusual and cool.
They brought in so much shit with this character.
It's like designed to break the show. I don't really know how to talk about
Gary,
this.
may I make an executive call on one thing?
Yes.
I'm going to say we save the unlock method for the items that you use to unlock it.
Okay.
I say we shunt that.
Okay. With you. It's complicated.
Yeah, that's literally, that may be the funniest thing in this entire fucking wiki, is it just says, for unlock method, it's complicated.
Yep. It is complicated. We will talk about that at a later time. Assuming you have this character. The 2 big things about him is his, 3 big things. His health, instead of having regular hearts, he has bone hearts. Bone hearts are new. And the way they're like a granular version of a heart. They can be refilled individually, up until they take 3 points of damage, and that destroys the heart, and it's gone forever.
Yeah, hold on. My cat is now crying because we're talking about bone hearts.
Aw.
Sammy
has bone hearts?
Sammy has bone hearts.
Aw.
I'm going to let her out real fast. Go ahead and vamp. Tell them people what your what the Bill of Rights
thoughts on the Constitution? Yeah. To me, the Constitution means that Farscape was never actually that good. Like, I don't understand why Will is so into it, and I think that it's really strange that this, like Muppet show, like, has captured his imagination as such. Also, John Adams.
Hey, Gary, you just mumbling
Button
John
Gwinnett.
Adams, John Adams?
Yeah.
Okay.
Button Gwinnett. Okay. Skeleform. Bone hearts. Did we explain bone hearts well enough?
We did. If they run out of hearts and then take 1 more damage, they're gone for good. They're
a container.
Yeah.
It's a container. So, bone heart has 3 stages. 1, it turns into a half heart. 1 turns empty. The 3rd one is gone. 3 strikes. That's bone hearts.
It feels very bad to lose a bone heart.
Dude. Yeah, it's really, really rough. But getting one feels amazing.
Yeah.
And you can just pick them up. They're a pickup. Like, you can find them on the ground.
They look really cool, too.
They look awesome. Second big concept. And before we talk about the principal second character one, is he is a melee character.
He is. And this is probably the thing that the most love has been lavished upon.
So much love. This is like the most effort I've seen Edmund McMillan put into anything.
Yeah.
Like, this is so detailed and awesome and continuously surprising and delightful.
So basically, almost like the interaction page on this wiki page is massive because so many of the items have been tuned to do something correct, let's say, with this melee bone swing.
Yep. So he already starts with just doing the melee swing, has a 1.5 damage modifier. Mm-hmm. But it's not a game built for melee, really. Like, it can be difficult to do that. But that can be ameliorated by all these interactions.
Yeah.
And everything works with it.
Yeah. The other basics, it's a big swing. It takes up a decent chunk of space.
Yeah.
And if you really want ranged attacks in this mode, if you hold the fire button, you can throw the bone as a boomerang.
Yep. And range, the stat, instead of doing nothing for the melee character, increases the sweep of your melee attack. But all those weird ways, one of the great joys of Isaac is having your tiers do weird shit. All those things work with this. Like, if you get Mom's knife, you now have a bone with a knife stuck through it.
Yeah.
Like a weird little, Rust, crafting survival sim weapon.
Terrarbia.
Airbnb. Airbnb.
Gary, to air is human.
To air is human, but to Airbnb is divine. You get things like brimstone acts differently. Mm-hmm. You make a weird little trap. You swing your weapon, it creates a little like brimstone trap.
Yeah, it's it's all correct. It all feels about right.
Yeah, they one of my favorites, Dr. Fetus, where you put the bomb in front of you and you kind of hit it like a baseball, like you knock it away.
Yeah,
it looks awesome. Like it's so cool.
It's extremely cool.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
This is it. Like we said, so much love and care. Total redemption. This is the spot in the notes where we talk about redemption a second time.
Oh, yeah, we're back.
The spot is
redemption, baby. You know what item doesn't work for it?
Tell me.
Pop.
No? Oh, man, that feels like it'd be a really good fit.
That'd be cool.
Okay.
But almost everything else.
We've only talked about half this fucking character.
There's still more.
Man, Ipecac.
So Ipecac?
Just a big
Incredible.
fucking boom every time you hit someone with the bone.
And a bunch of them are not designed to fuck you.
Yeah, like the Ipecac explosion doesn't hurt you.
Compare this character with the Keeper, which was like also a very different character with a totally different health mechanic and stuff. But just sucks. Like is really hard. You need very specific items. It's kind of designed to fuck you over. This character is very powerful. Like it's a little bit, you have to get used to it. I've never lost a roll or the run with the Forgotten.
Yeah, I don't think I have at some point, but it's
he's so powerful.
And it's an acknowledgement by Ed, my friend, that the way to make this game more interesting for people is not necessarily just to crank up that difficulty.
Yep. And it took him a long time to learn it, but it makes me very hopeful about the next DLC.
Yeah.
Because if this is the trajectory he's on, great.
Gary, we've only talked about half this fucking character.
I know, because he contains another character within him. The soul.
Yeah. So, by the way, lore-wise, this is Isaac's dead body and then his soul attached to it. Mm-hmm. The soul plays like the Lost, essentially, in that he is floating. He has flight, and not piercing tears, right? Not automatically.
No. But he can only have spirit hearts. He cannot have. So both these characters share a health bar. You can have 6 bone hearts and 6 spirit hearts.
But kind of only one active at a time.
Yep. You switch between them. The body becomes kind of an anchor. It has a literal chain that has the soul to it, and then the body becomes invincible. And the soul, which fires regular tears and can fly a limited distance, becomes your character.
Yeah, which is what you're like. Eventually, you're probably going to spend a lot of your time as the soul, because enemies in the later floors get so bullet helly that you need that space. Yeah,
you need to be able to maneuver a little bit better. Even though you can, one of my favorite interactions when you are the body of this is if you have lost contact, you can reflect shots.
Oh, that's cool.
If you hit them with the bone, you just knock them back like you're playing, you're fighting Agahim from Link to the Past.
Yeah. Gary,
it's so good.
You use a sword for that, or you one of my boys, you use the butterfly net?
I use the net.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So the net is better. Netter is better with Agahim.
That's a great sponsor. I'm glad we finally got some fucking sponsors on this show.
Yeah, from Agahim.
Yeah. The ghost wizard who might just be Ganon's dream self?
I don't know what Agahim is. Like the lore episode of Legend of Zelda series is really late and everything to Guppy.
Yeah.
We're not
That's
there yet.
episode 400.
Yeah, that's yeah, jeez. Ugh.
The lore, we're going to crack open our Hyrule Historias and really just dive in.
Ugh. Thanks, Dark Horse.
Man, Olivia listened to a podcast where someone talked a lot about Zelda. I think it was a Dork Forest. And she's like, so there's 3 different timelines. And I'm like, I don't want to have this conversation.
Yeah, no. Pull back.
Kind of. They made it up after, ugh.
Yeah. It's the worst. It's the worst of impulses, I feel like, from creators of trying to make this thing that didn't need to make sense in retrospect. Yeah. And Nerd Wonk just ate it up.
On that score, there is an extremely funny episode of Brian David Gilbert's very funny show Unraveled, where he takes the piss out of that whole concept.
I have no idea what any of those things are.
Oh, he's a Polygon guy.
Oh, okay. Oh, is he he's the guy with the dark hair and the mustache? Yeah. He's Polygon's version of Tim Rogers.
I don't know who Tim Rogers is.
He's God. I wish he'd put himself together. he needs to shave. He's this weird, real greasy looking.
Is this just
journalist.
a guy you know?
No, he's famous. He does videos and stuff. People really like him. I think he is an interesting critic, but I disagree with him constantly. Uh-huh. He's the Kotaku version of that.
Okay.
But he needs a shave. He always looks like he has really gross stubble, and he looks like he hasn't showered in 4 days. I don't know what it is. I just really need him to put himself together for the camera, and he never does it.
Yeah, that is not the case with Brian Gilbert.
No, yeah, that guy's put together. I've seen his videos before. I just didn't know his name.
Yeah, they're if you've never watched Unraveled, listeners, strong recommend. I love that show.
Yeah, it's funny, and Tim Rogers is good too. I know people love that guy.
This friend you don't like?
Your
dirty friend. Is this the same toilet man you were telling me about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, no, he's
Tim
dead,
the
isn't
Toilet
he?
Man Taylor.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I went. Did you go to his funeral?
No.
I don't know.
No. I mean, he was
and swap out his body for another sack of garbage. Really stick it to his mom.
Take that, Dominic's mom. No. We.
Hey, Dominic's mom. Hey, just
Hey, you got any panties?
Yeah,
you got
any of that stuff?
Got any sniff? You got any sniff?
Sniff? I want to get some squeak energy for later on, even though the squeaking is not sexual. Can I get a sniff?
Can I get a sniff? Gonna get a squeak. That guy's did some squeaking. Yeah. I found out that he died way later.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The soul is good.
Yeah. The soul is very cool. The interplay, so you switch between these with a little used button. It's the same button that you use to switch active items.
Yeah.
If you have the backpack. And you will be playing between these two characters. The way you can deal with the devil items is you have to take them as the soul. Mm-hmm. But if you switch back to the body, you don't die even if you have no soul hearts.
Yeah.
And if you collect a soul heart, it will go to the Forgotten. So there's a neat little or go to the soul. So there's a neat little strategy element to this guy.
Or inevitably you will have a complete brain fart and use a bomb to get to something and then be like, oh shit, I could have flown.
Yep. You forgetting that you can fly is very common in this. I spend way more time as the body in this than as the soul.
Yeah, I think that's...
I turn in the soul for bullet hole bosses. I did it for, to block shots from, you
can't get up in Hush's face with this.
No. He's almost impossible to fight melee.
Yeah, I like this. It's
really good.
It's so thoughtful.
Very thoughtful, really fun.
We're not going to go into it in depth. The unlock method, if it sounds intimidating, it's not as bad as it sounds. You just need to get a lucky run.
It's an annoying session. You'll sit down for a session. That session itself is annoying. I found it annoying, but then once you're done, you get to have fun. Yeah. It felt like a fun task to me. Just to get it, and I don't really understand what the point of having this empowerment character behind that really was.
I do not either, but
yeah. But it's doable. It's worth it.
All right.
It is definitely a price you pay. It's just worth it.
Just like this show.
Yeah. You have to listen to all of this panty talk.
Oh man. I mean, I think that's what people are mostly here for.
Panty talk?
Yeah.
Let me hear
they're so grateful to my mom for finally getting us back on track.
Yeah. Little sniff. as they say it. We can do the unlocks for this, but I don't know. I haven't gotten some of these items.
This is going to be one of the more nonsensical ones, but let's rock it.
Yeah, let's try it. Okay. Divorce papers.
Pretty cool. Gives you some bone hearts and a tear up, I think.
Yep.
Also,
exactly.
nice, pretty hefty amount of canon. There's a lot of like canon shit being added in here.
Yeah.
Like lore.
Yep. And, nice flavor for that as well. Marrow.
It's probably good.
It's fine.
I bet.
It gives you a bone heart.
Okay.
And 3 red heart pickups. So, pointy rib.
It's probably good, Carrie.
The pointy rib, there's one of these. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one that is real weird. This is like you get this little mom's knife like thing that acts in addition to your tears or knife. Very strange.
Yeah. Gary, are you looking at the wiki on this right now?
Yeah.
Gary, that's against the spirit of this bit.
Well, I haven't gotten to that point in the notes yet.
Okay.
Slipped rib.
Probably good.
Brittle bones.
Probably good.
Jawbone.
Probably good.
Dad's ring.
It took me forever to fucking find, and I've never actually used it.
Hollowed ground.
Yeah, I bet that's good.
It's not. I do know that one. Book of the Dead.
Really weird and interesting.
Book of the Dead's awesome. I love that item. It's very strange.
Book of the Dead's super weird.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait till we get to these weird items that I'll have to like play the game more to like really understand. Cause I've got Book of the Dead. I think I get it.
Yeah, Gary, I gotta say, this is a fun video game. I played some of this video game, The Binding of Isaac, this week on the Switch.
Yeah.
It's a good video game.
I'm gonna do it too. I was waiting for the new version to come out, but I've had the crave.
Yeah. Gary, this episode is 40 minutes long.
Oh yeah. This is a long one, and it's been, we started with a long one. It's a long week.
You know what? We're giving value.
For the season.
Gary, can we reconcile that in our heads? Can that not feel like a lie, do you think?
That this is value?
Yeah.
Well, value is a really low bar.
When I said it.
Like, if you pick up a Pringle, if like you wrestle a rat for a Pringle, you have taken value from that rat, but that doesn't mean that it's like a desirable thing.
Yeah.
So value is a lower bar to clear than one might think.
Yeah. We have certainly taken value from you.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, we get a lot of value.
Yeah, you're the rats.
And that's even if you don't give coin. Like we've taken a lot of value from you.
Like if no one listened to this, I think we would have stopped.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if no one listened to it, that'd be amazing. If like it was literally like 0 downloads, like we kept checking there, kept 0 like week after week.
Maybe this week.
This is the 0 week. That'd be pretty amazing. Like if people just like immediately when it started up the Monday episode, they're like, ugh.
No. Delete my undownload.
Yeah, can't
re-upload.
Upload. Just keep uploading them back to our, what the?
Yeah, that's how you can fuck with our statistics, folks. You can just re-upload it to our server.
We'll give you our FTP information and you can just fuck us up.
Yeah, reverse the polarity.
Yeah. That is, that'd be, but if nobody listened, we probably would have stopped it. So thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
We are thankful for you. There we go. We got that good.
The holiday.
Yeah.
We are recording this after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's why it was bad.
And before another Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I think this is a good week. I like all the panty energy. Like Sniff is a gift, dude.
Strong panty energy. I'll own
Strong STP, SPE.
FTP or SE.
FTP or SPE.
BTS is a band.
BTS?
Is a band.
BBS.
BB8.
Get out of here with that.
BB8. BB. BTs.
Nope.
Nope.
You already did it. I'm at full vetoes now.
Okay.
I restarted. I got them all back.
If you enjoy the show, patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv is a really good way to give us some coin.
Give coin. Bumbo give coin. Homeless people eat money. And ratings and reviews are very welcome.
There have been a lot of positive reviews lately, and we really appreciate it.
We'll read them during a deader week.
Yeah, emotionally deader.
Yes, like the idea of Will's mom texting him and saying, "Did you really sniff my panties?" was too much for us to waste time on your shitty words.
Her live review of the show was too haunting.
It was too haunting and too good. It was not something that we could pass up. Like when God gives you a gift,
When God gives you a gift, take
Christmas
a big
shoes.
sniff.
Sniff. When God gives you that gift, get yourself that sniff. Everything to Guppy.
That's our classic sign off.
Good night.
Good night. Dumb men.
Amen. Amen.